This time, the team meet Lynn and her husband Keith from Chudley in Devon, who have been drowning in mayhem and mess for 2 decades.
We bought this house back in 1999. The house has developed clutter and mess within a year or 2 of us moving in.
Former pharmacist Lynn has started up an arts and craft business using her kitchen table as a workshop to turn second-hand items into new creations, but never throws anything out and constantly loses her belongings.
Everything I buy, I intend to use, and then I lose interest. They just get buried for a while. That's why I've got so many cameras and so many instruments, and nowhere really to put them all and keep them tidy.
Keen cyclist Keith works 6 days a week as a car rental salesman, with little time to spare to help clear the clutter.
I don't help to try and clear it. I've tried that in the past, and Lynn has been slightly protective, maybe over what I try and get rid of.
And the monumental mess has put a halt to their social lives.
We've stopped having guests. The state of the house basically is a bit of embarrassment.
The battle against clutter has got so bad that it's putting a huge strain on Lynn and Keith's 20-year marriage.
It's having an effect on our relationship. We're sleeping in different parts of the house. I'm sleeping upstairs, Lynn's sleeping downstairs on the sofa, and that's been going on now for probably 12 months or so.
I've lost my way with the house. I don't know which direction to turn in. Where on earth do I start?
To get a clearer idea of how the Dirty House Rescue team can help Lynn and Keith, cameras have been rigged around the couple's house to observe their behaviour. Hayley has called her team to meet at a nearby cafe to assess the challenge they're up against and come up with a cleaning plan.
The couple we are going to visit today is Keith and Lynn. Keith and Lynn haven't cleaned in a long, long time, and it's got so bad that they have to sleep in separate beds. Should we take a look?
It does go.
Lynn and Keith's lounge should be a space where they can unwind and relax in each other's company.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of boxes of stuff in that rig. Ooh, those cobwebs. That shows it's not been cleaned for a hell of a long time.
Yeah. So they have to keep moving stuff out the way in order to sit down and watch TV. Yeah. They love each other. That's so cute.
It's not just each other they like to cosy up to. The couple are also living with 4 cats and 2 house rabbits.
Oh, look at those drop-ins.
Wow.
Those rabbit drop-ins.
It looks like they've got dust and straw down the radiator.
Yeah.
Surely that's some kind of fire hazard.
I'm shocked at the amount of straw and drop-ins on the floor.
Hoping not to find drop-ins elsewhere downstairs. Next, they got surveillance in the kitchen.
Oh my goodness. How much stuff is squeezed in there? I've never seen anything quite like that. I'd be surprised where they would find the room and the space to actually cook anything.
The floor looks a bit grim, guys.
The floor could do with a bit of TLC.
Just TLC.
And did you see the blinds?
Yeah.
They were really, really grubby at the bottom. The cupboards, they look quite grubby. Look at all the wax.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
It's built up in a big way there. Is that poo? Or isn't that poo? That's the question. Which is obviously a massive health hazard if it were to be droppings.
Yeah.
We've got to ask her some serious questions, haven't we?
I think
like what's
so.
going on in your kitchen?
With the evidence against any sort of cleaning stacking up, it's the sleeping arrangements in the bedroom which really sheds light on how the couple live amongst the clutter.
Wow.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
So this is obviously why they have to sleep in separate rooms. You can barely see the bed, can you?
They should be together in their home. They look affectionate, but they're sleeping apart.
Yeah.
He's sleeping on top of his duvet, so it seems, which suggests it's not particularly clean.
She's literally having to climb over her things to retrieve stuff from the wardrobe. That's like a health and safety issue in itself because she could actually injure herself.
Perhaps if we can get in there, organise her household things, her musical instruments, just so everyone's got an idea where things are. Because at the moment, that is a real clutter of mess, isn't it?
With a better gauge on the level of dirt and grime in store,
We got animals, we got personal items. Let's get it done.
Hayley has a plan to help Lynn and Keith stop sleeping in different parts of the house and finally get back to sharing the same bed.
Hello.
Hi there.
You must be Hayley.
Yeah, thank you for letting me come to your home. Lynn and Keith, this is Tom and Ches. They are our dynamic duo and they're going to be helping with the clean.
Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Lovely to meet you both. Come on in.
I can't wait to see what I'm dealing with.
Faced with such a mountain of work,
Wow.
Hayley has called in a local cleaning company for help who will work with a team to give them the best chance of completing their home rescue in 48 hours. The first step in Hayley's plan is for Tom and Ches to set up a sorting station in the garden.
Come on, we got this.
The boys will be bringing out all the couple's clutter for them to go through,
Muscles over here.
Brains and biceps.
whilst Hayley heads straight to the bedroom, where the heart of the problem is.
Wow. Okay. I'm shocked. You've got a lot of stuff in here. Here's Keith's bed.
That's it. It's my space.
Keith here is currently, rather than snuggling up to you, he's snuggling up to piles of things.
We would like to be back in together in the same bed.
It's got to the stage now when I thought, something's got to change. I just can't carry on like this.
Our rigged cameras showed Keith sleeping amongst the clutter whilst Lynn sleeps downstairs, which has been the case for the past 12 months. But now Hayley's determined to put this nightmare to bed.
I want us to start going through everything into different boxes. One that you're going to keep, that's
Yes.
my donation box, and we'll press forward that way. So let's crack on.
Keeping that.
This is a keep.
Yes.
Perfect.
I think anything that's instrumental.
Yeah. Anything
keep.
Is keep.
Lynn loves playing her instruments, but they're scattered around the house, so she can't find them.
Keep or donate.
Hasn't been tuned in a long time.
We need to really start kind of moving things out of the room now,
Yes.
ready for it to be deep cleaned.
But as Hayley digs deeper, she uncovers what home horrors have been masked by the mess.
It's an aggressive Mary mould in the corner. If we don't tackle it, this is just going to spiral out of control.
Black mould has grown due to a lack of ventilation in the room, so warm moisture in the air has got trapped behind the clutter, creating the perfect environment for mould to multiply. But Hayley has a plan to get rid of Mary once and for all, and Keith is ready to help.
I am going to ask you if you could open the window first, because I would like there to be a good ventilation within the room before we start bothering Mary mould over there. We're going to take her out today.
Fair enough.
But first, Hayley and Keith need to protect themselves from spores in the air and clear everything out of the way.
When was the last time you saw this area, Keith?
6 or 7 years, I would imagine.
Really?
Yeah. You say it just builds up.
Behind this little unit here, there's mould again.
But practical Hayley is prepared to shut this problem down.
When it comes to mould, I've got a really good tip, and that is to use white vinegar. Just go ahead and pour some in a spray bottle, and then we can go ahead and just spritz it over the mould. We're then going to leave this for 15 minutes.
Right.
But it actually will kill off around 82% of the mould spores. And a lot of us will have white vinegar just kicking around in the kitchen. So it's a really useful tool to have when it comes to tackling mould like this.
In Chudley, former pharmacist Lynn and car salesman Keith have been living in 20 years' worth of clutter and chaos.
It's got to the stage now when I thought, something's got to change. I just can't carry on like this.
And for the last 12 months, the couple have been forced to sleep separately in different parts of the house.
I don't help to try and clear it. I've tried that in the past, and Lynn has been slightly protective, maybe over what I try and get rid of.
I now realise I have to face it.
But through cameras rigged around the couple's house, seeing how they live and sleep amongst animal filth, Hayley and her team have come up with a plan to declutter and deep clean their home in just 48 hours.
So we can see the floor now?
Yeah, we're starting to see it starting to appear. Every great journey starts with one step.
You're a wise man, Keith.
It's a few hours into the first day and Hayley has returned to the bedroom to see if her mould cleaning tip has come good.
Okay, Keith.
Okay.
We are back in the game.
Earlier, she discovered a hazardous amount of mould buried under mountains of clutter on the floor and behind a cabinet. After applying white vinegar to the mould, it was left to soak for 15 minutes.
If you tackle this section of wall,
Yep.
I'll tackle this section.
Okay. Oh, wow. It's amazing.
Oh, see, your side's coming off lovely.
Yeah. Can't believe how easy that is.
We might need to give it a couple of goes on this wall because the mould was so bad. But overall, I actually think this is great progress.
A mixture of 2 tablespoons of baking soda and 2 cups of water will also resolve the mould.
To try and prevent mould from regrowing in here, crack the window open each morning and let some air flow through the room.
Okay.
And then try to keep stuff away from the wall.
With the war against mould a triumph, Hayley has tasked the boys with moving all boxed up clutter from downstairs.
Lovely stuff.
I have absolutely no idea at all that I'd be picking books up thinking, crikey, I didn't even realise we still had this one.
Happy to see Lynn get stuck in, the kitchen is next to tackle on Hayley's list.
It is double busy in here, isn't it?
A little bit, yes. I get frustrated that I can't find what I want. It's not the way that I want to be doing things.
It would be nice to have the table back to what it's designed to be used for, which is eating around.
Exactly.
Hayley's first step in returning the table into a dining space and not a workspace is for Tom to help Lynn clear it of all arty creations.
Tell me about these candles here, because I noticed these on the footage.
They're little Halloween faces,
They're
yeah.
lovely. From the looks of the table,
Yeah.
you've been very, very busy. We've got a lot of wax.
But I'm doing candles and stuff here, but in my workshop I'm doing like a little bit of all sorts of different things. Once a chemist, always a chemist. Mixing things up.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Lynn gave up her job as a pharmacist so she could follow her passion for crafts.
I've been doing my candles and wax melts in the kitchen with the idea that I can maybe tidy out a box or a bag and not getting very far with either.
Do you know what I love about you?
What?
Your attitude.
Really?
Yeah. With you so far, I felt you've just been open to change.
This is probably one of the biggest things I've ever done. To actually go from not even having my best friends over to having total strangers in the house.
Yeah.
I felt a little bit overwhelmed. I'm just kind of like getting into it now. Get it done, but have a bit of fun doing it as well.
With Lynn embracing the challenge ahead and the dining table cleared, it's moved outside so it can be cleaned. And for Hayley, it can't come soon enough.
If you do it quicker, that'll be really helpful. We're against the clock right now.
Okay, Diva.
Our cameras showed that Lynn was using her kitchen table as a workshop to make candles. The surface was severely stained and completely covered in coloured candle wax. But now Hayley is on the case.
I've got a really good tip for wax, you know. WD-40. I know it is my favourite tool.
I know it is.
But it really is good at removing, like, spilt candle wax. It lubricates it,
Does
and then it, slides right off. Lynn? Yeah? Come and look at this table.
This clever oil-based lubricant can also be used to get rid of crayon marks drawn on walls and remove gunk and scuff marks from ceramic floors.
I'm happy with that.
That's come up amazingly, really.
Hasn't it?
It has.
Considering it had so much wax on it, I don't know what this is. This looks like some sort of polish or resin.
I think it's resin. That will probably just
Pick off.
Yeah.
Just give it a quick wipe over with some dish soap to get rid of the lubricant oil.
And
then we're good to go.
It's halfway through day 1 and almost all of Lynn and Keith's boxes of clutter to keep or donate.
You can get rid of these if you want. You're the guns, mate. They're heavy. Off you go.
And bags of rubbish have been moved outside.
Blimey.
But the biggest challenge the couple face is condensing their 2 decades worth of clutter. Previously, the rig cameras caught Lynn moving belongings and clothes around to make space rather than organising them, resulting in a mammoth amount of mess all around the house.
I tend to keep things because I think they'll come in useful one day, and it's just built up over time until it's got to the stage where it is now. Cleaning and tidying up have got no chance really, have they? It's just so overwhelming.
With around 50 boxes of labelled clutter, the pressure's on for Lynn to part with more.
I think the issue's going to be once we start sorting through things, and she's not going to be able to decide what she wants to keep, what she wants to throw away.
I knew there was a lot, but it's just when you see it all in one place, that's when you think exactly how much there really is.
It's incredible, isn't it? Absolutely amazing.
The scale of the clutter isn't helped by the fact that Lynn faces an uphill struggle with her mental health.
I was recently diagnosed with combined ADHD. The ADHD causes the untidiness. My depression causes my lack of interest in doing anything about it. Those two together have contributed in this build-up over many years.
Longing to invite friends over, the mess is a huge hurdle when it comes to socialising.
We don't want people to see the house the way it is. Friends have offered on numerous occasions to help me sort everything out. I've turned down their very kind offers every single time because I just feel ashamed about it.
But now Lynn has made the brave decision to ask her best mate Claire for support.
Hello! Where do you want me? I think it would be quite emotional actually for Lynn to go through this process. It is going to be a challenge. I think it's going to be difficult for them to do the throwing out part. Not so much for Keith, but definitely for Lynn.
However, Lynn's more than willing to give the clear out her best shot.
This is going to be a bit scary, but it's something I need, and that the end result will be more than worth all the any anxiety that I have about getting rid of unnecessary things.
This is like a huge, huge change. I feel like Lynn is doing her best to adapt to the changes that we're making, and I'm actually really proud of her for that.
Hayley believes Claire will help Lynn realise what she really wants to keep and get rid of, so the house reclaims space.
Anything I think you can take up to your workshop, I can put to one side.
Lynn rents a workshop, so by moving all her candles and craft collections there, the kitchen will become clutter-free.
Lynn, can I throw that? Yes?
I need to be ruthless.
Whilst Lynn leaves Claire to continue the clutter sort outside, and with a few hours left of day 1, Hayley wants to find out how Lynn's love of animals has resulted in a lounge deep in dirt.
In the research cam, there was lots of straw on the floor. The floor was quite messy. And there's obviously rabbit droppings. You've obviously got your bunnies, which I can tell you love.
I spill that, when I'm putting hay in with the rabbits.
Yes.
And also they tend to kick it out through the bars. I'm just so used to it being there that I don't even really notice it. And it's the same with the dust.
The rig cameras also showed that rabbit drop-ins and straw had fallen into the radiator behind the hutches, hidden from view. But now Hayley has tasked the boys with cleaning out the radiator.
Let's go, come on.
So we'll take the cover off, just gently.
Lovely.
What are you thinking about that? If there's heat coming off there and it's packed with dust and straw like that, if anything were to catch, sayonara, places up
Highly
flames.
flammable.
Because it's so dry as well. crispy, it'll just
Yeah.
up in flames. There's loads in there.
You're not wrong.
As a serious fire risk, this ticking time bomb needs to be dealt with immediately.
I'll let you do the honours here, mate.
Go on,
You ready?
then. Look at that.
The dangerous amount of dust can also trigger respiratory issues, so vacuuming is the easiest and most efficient way to extinguish both fire and health hazards.
What is that on there?
I think it's stains.
Okay. Should we give it a go?
Radiator staining can be a result of leaks or a build-up of sludge inside, but Tom's got a simple solution to get rid of the stains.
We could maybe make our own multi-surface cleaner on that. So you could use, 2 cups of hot water, teaspoon of bicarb, and quarter teaspoon of dish soap, liquid dish soap.
Yeah.
Give it a whiz round. You want something which is probably a little bit, possibly less harmful compared to a conventional cleaner, so at least you know what's in it is unharmful to pets. Look at that, straight off, no messing. Seems to be working a treat. And the dish soap gives it a little bit of a gleam as well.
Radiator looking radiant. Ches is determined to banish decades worth of dust.
There's something satisfying about hoovering up cobwebs. I'm like an artist painting a beautiful picture, a clean home.
Little did they know, but Lynn and Keith have the perfect unsuspecting window cleaner in the kitchen, usually reserved for a hot beverage or two. And Ches can't wait to share his unusual hack.
Come in here, mate. I'm going to show you how to make a good cup of tea. 2 tea bags.
Okay.
In the bowl. Pour some hot water, a couple of cups.
Right.
Let it brew for a minute or so.
Yep.
Black tea contains tannin,
Right.
that actually cut through grime and grease.
Apply tea to windows in a circular motion, then wipe off with a microfiber cloth, and they'll look as good as new.
Working as a team gets the job done.
In Chudley, it's day 2.
Let's do this.
Come on, buddy, let's go.
And with only 24 hours left to have Lynn and Keith's house cleared and cleaned of mess and filth, there's a long way to go until this dirty house is in show home condition.
I really feel like today is going to be chaotic, to say the least. We've got so much to plough through, and I am hoping that we can get it done. Do you think we will?
Lynn, she's really open to change and she realises it. The only downside for me, that's more stuff than I've seen in any of our jobs that we've done.
We need to put a lot of muscle into it.
Yeah.
And keep motivated. I know it's been hard.
I am nervous. Let's go. Let's go.
Although time is of the essence to push on with the clean,
That's what we do this for, you know? Is to help and change people's lives.
Lynn and Keith are feeling positive.
We've thrown loads out, we've got lots to donate, give away. So I've got my motivation back and everything, so we're
Rocking and rolling.
rocking and rolling, yeah.
Lynn's coped with it probably a little bit better than I thought she might do.
It's needed something like this to give us this massive, massive, massive head start, which means that all I need to do now is just maintain things.
Inside, Hayley has put the boys on kitchen duty, where there's some not-so-savoury snacks lying around.
Ches, come here, look at this. Loads of dead flies here, loads of obviously infestation. Usually suggesting that the kitchen window's not open very often.
Yeah.
As houseflies feed off waste, then vomit and defecate when they land, it's thought that they can transmit over 65 diseases to humans.
What's that? Is that a slug? Oh my God, it is! Oh my God!
Slugs enter the house through cracks or holes and are generally harmless, but some feed on rat faeces, so can carry lungworm disease.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, look, it's a slug.
Our cameras also revealed another health hazard in the form of rabbit droppings left on the floor, most probably trampled in from the lounge where the rabbits live. But now Tom has a tip to beat floor dirt.
You could have a cup of water, maybe half a teaspoon of bicarb, and create like a thicker paste. Just put that down and just give it a nice buff out and see how you get on with that. The star of the show is hot water, because the hot water loosens it and breaks it down.
Lovely.
at that. Look at that.
A final mop over with bicarb infused water will see off any remaining traces of filth.
Floor's looking brand new.
Whilst Ches and Tom graft away at grime,
It's amazing what cleaning can do.
Hayley takes Lynn for a chat.
So you've been diagnosed with ADHD?
Yes, I have. Fairly recently, just over a year ago. It's come out in different kinds of depression, where your mood gradually changes. Part of that is the problem that we've developed with the house.
Yeah.
When you have a sort of like a shifting mood, you get very interested in a particular thing.
Yep.
And then suddenly that interest falls away.
Yeah.
And then you become interested in something else.
Yeah. It's so nice hearing you. I'm really glad that you've given us some insight on what goes on.
It does impact every day of my life. I'm open about it.
Yeah.
Because it helps me.
I think it is so brave, so courageous. I think you sharing this is going to hopefully help so many people and allow people to actually reach out. There is no shame in saying, I'm really struggling, can you help me?
I thought that clearing things away would be extremely hard because it's not so much things that we just don't use or have forgotten about. It's things which I was interested in and then became bored with.
Yeah.
And then when I rediscover them, I think, oh yeah.
We are making progress.
Yes,
and I think
most definitely. The hints and the tips and everything
Yeah.
about keeping things nice, then I can get into a routine of just maintaining the house. This is a real way of moving forward for me. It's nothing short of life-changing and I'm pretty sure it'll be the same for Keith.
I'm so happy that we can be here and try and help you.
After 20 years of marriage, Keith and Lynn are desperate to get their lives together back on track.
That's a great picture, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much.
Our rigged cameras revealed that the couple sleep separately in different parts of the house and have been doing so for 12 months.
We are very, very close, but I do feel that our relationship is lacking in the fact that we are sleeping separately.
It's probably not good for us long term. I think we need to get back to that again, together in the same bed.
And this is exactly what Hayley and the team want to achieve through their house rescue.
Getting this done, you know, that's going to be a huge weight off Lynn's mind.
It will make a massive difference. It will be a life-changing thing for me.
Having that in mind, Tom wants to focus on the days before dirt and share how Keith can clean up the couple's wedding photograph.
I'm going to give you a little tip.
Okay.
Take that one.
Yep.
Onto my cloth.
Yep.
Give it a little spray. Perfect.
Spraying cleaner onto a cloth rather than directly onto the picture prevents excess moisture seeping into and ruining the photo. An alternative cleaner can be made with equal parts of white vinegar and hot water.
That's brilliant. Marvellous. Thank you.
With the picture having pride of place, the team hope it will signify a new start for Keith and Lynn. It's halfway through day 2 and outside Ches is grafting hard. Lynn and Keith's side table hasn't been cleaned for years, but now Ches has got a rather unique table restoration tip.
Look at that.
Which involves a gentle massage.
Table's looking brand new again. There was chewing gum on there, got that off.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So what have you used this time?
Some baby oil.
Right.
And some essential oils for the smell.
I was going to say, I
Yeah.
can smell some. I smell sort of. Is it peppermint? Is it mint?
Yes. The good thing about using baby oil and the essential oils is that it's a natural product. It's not harmful to the wood.
Any essential oil will do to give the table a nice finish and fragrance.
It's a household item. You
Yeah.
have baby oil in the cupboard, essential oils in the bathroom. And yeah, it's an all-round win-win.
So do the baby oil first and then a little bit of essential oil on the top.
Yeah,
Is
or
that
you
what
could
do?
you could mix them together in a bottle and just use it as a spray if you wanted to.
Right, okay. Yeah, it's really sort of given it a new lease of life. And it's brought out, I think, some of the kind of like the natural kind of like grainy patterns in it.
You can see the colours.
Well done.
Thank you.
Lovely.
With the boys going great guns on the clean downstairs, Hayley is back in the bedroom dealing with dusty windows.
I love it when you like wipe over and it's just like, it just comes straight off, all the dirt. Oh my God, look at that.
The Rig cameras revealed that Keith and Lynn's bedroom was so packed full of clutter, they could barely reach the windows, never mind clean them. But Hayley has a tip to make windows come up a treat.
I'm going to spray them with some white vinegar and then I'm going to wipe them down with a cloth that is specifically designed for glass.
A super fine microfiber cloth will leave a high shine finish.
You should clean your windows on a dry but cloudy day. The sun makes the product dry too quickly and that can cause streaks on the windows. I'm just going to go over it with a product as well to give it a little zhuzh, just to make it extra sparkly.
With just a few hours to complete their 48-hour cleaning challenge,
We are fast running out of time, mate, aren't we?
Hayley's next task is to clean the kitchen cupboards, so Lynn and Keith have a safe space to cook together.
Because it's obviously a kitchen, you get a lot of grease just clinging to the kitchen units.
The Rig cameras reveal that the true colour of the cupboards was masked by layers of grease, attracting dirt and dust. High traffic areas such as cupboards need to be cleaned regularly and sanitised to avoid catching salmonella. So now Hayley has joined forces with Tom to banish the grease for good.
This is why it's quite important to wipe them down daily if possible.
Pre-spray with a standard shop-bought degreaser, then clean down using hot water mixed with dish soap.
Scrubbed all that in, I'm going to take it off with a little bit of blue roll. You can just use a conventional household tea towel or another clean microfiber. But by using another cloth or blue roll as I'm using, you're removing any of that excess grease from the cupboard door. So therefore, they're no longer sticky.
The difference it makes from this side to this side that I haven't done is really quite satisfying to see how clean they come up.
Cupboard grease gone, Tom's got a simple solution for cleaning down stains.
You can see someone's been thrown on, it's splashed, and it's run down gradually with our lovely hot, soapy, sooty water. We're going to very, very carefully just apply that on there. And that hot water, obviously just breaking down that stain really gently.
After some solid teamwork scrubbing away in the kitchen,
It's starting to come up really nicely now.
and with all Lynn's musical instruments finally found, Hayley and Ches are in tune when it comes to cleaning her guitar.
Do you want a clean spray?
Yeah.
There you go, love.
Thanks, love.
Previously, the instruments were strewn across the house and buried amongst clutter. But now Hayley has a diluted dish soap and warm water mixture to gently clean the surface.
Just a little spritz.
Yeah, just a little spritz. Oh, fancy.
But don't damage it.
I'm not.
Look, you scratched it.
Where?
Oh, I'm joking.
Joking aside, Ches is serious about serenading Hayley.
There was a guitar. It was dirty. Then I thought to myself, I'll get some baby oil and then...
A microfiber cloth. Karaoke cleaning. It's a thing. No, stop it now. We've got so much to do. Like.
Whilst Hayley refocuses on the task at hand, it's time for Keith and Lynn to leave the house.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Hayley.
I want you to come back in and see your new beautiful home rescued and brought back to its former glory. So off you pop.
Okay, we'll leave you to
I'll
it.
see you in a bit. Bye.
Thanks, Hayley.
Thank you.
Come on, Chesley.
The team have got just a couple of hours until they come back, so it's all hands on deck.
We've got everyone at it. We've got the cleaners in there. It's just whether it can all come together at the end.
Yeah.
What do you think, Tom?
We're literally going to be to the wire on this one.
Yeah,
And then we've got to be happy with it.
But with time against our Dream Clean team, it's touch and go whether they'll be able to complete this mammoth clean-up. In Chudley, our Dream Clean team of Hayley, Tom and Ches are nearing the end of their 2-day challenge to transform Lynn and Keith's cluttered and chaotic house into a home they can be proud of. With no time to waste, Hayley sends Tom and Ches to complete the bedroom.
We're doing a deep clean of the carpet and just trying to get out the stains and the dirt.
If you don't have access to a steam cleaner, try sprinkling the carpet with baking soda. Then apply a mixture of carpet shampoo and warm water. Brush then blot with a dry cloth and the carpet should come clean.
We're not at the finishing line yet. There we go. I'm in my element now.
With the 48-hour cleaning challenge over, Hayley and her team have given the transformation of Lynn and Keith's house their best shot.
I think they really are going to be impressed with what we've achieved here today.
Hopefully, this isn't too high up for Lynn to get down. So now she's got her little musical corner sorted. Perfect.
But as the couple return to see the final results, will it be clean enough so that after sleeping apart for 12 months, our couple can finally share the same bed?
I've absolutely no idea what we're going to see when we get in there. It's going to be totally different, and yeah, I can't wait to see it.
I think it's going to be a bit of a shock, maybe. Hopefully a good shock.
Hello. I am so excited to see you two. I cannot wait for you to see this house. I don't think you're going to believe it.
Really?
Shall we head in and take a look?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Let's do it.
Before Lynn and Keith's lounge was full of boxes, caked in cobwebs and dust, the floors strewn with straw and rabbit droppings. With little space to sit, let alone move around, Lynn also slept on the sofa. But now...
Oh my goodness me.
What do you think?
Blimey.
I don't believe it.
There's no dust. There's no straw.
I got all my saxophones up there.
Yeah.
And a guitar and my old pharmacy scales.
That was your bed, and I'm now hoping you will use the sofa for cat naps only.
Very, very good, very good.
I really want both of you as a couple to take pleasure in being together within your property, because this is such a nice room now.
It's incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Absolutely mind-blowing.
The rabbits are currently outside.
We have moved your rabbits out of the living room. It's now over to you whether you want to bring them back in here or not. I want to show you the kitchen now. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll be.
Previously, the kitchen was overshadowed by a mammoth craft collection on the dining table with candles and wax everywhere. Surfaces were grubby and piled high, leaving nowhere to cook or eat.
Guys, come through
Oh
into
my
your kitchen.
goodness me.
But now it's been transformed into a spotlessly clean, inviting space where Lynn and Keith can finally welcome friends for dinner.
Wow.
It looks amazing. Oh my goodness, we've got surfaces. This is just an incredible transformation.
We've taken away all of your craft stuff that's been moved up to the workshop. You've got a table to eat.
We've got a table where we can eat.
I know that you do enjoy experimenting with cooking, and I really feel that you can enjoy that now.
I really love the way that the table has been rearranged. It makes the whole room look so much bigger.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
Do you want to take a look at the bedroom?
Yes, please.
Definitely.
Let's head up.
Just 48 hours ago, the bedroom was crammed full of clothes and musical instruments, riddled with mould, and only had space for Keith to sleep in the bed. Lynn also had to clamber over all the mess every time she wanted clothes from her wardrobe.
come in to your bedroom.
My goodness me.
Whoa. Blimey.
Now the bedroom is a bright, clean and peaceful retreat where Lynn and Keith can sleep soundly together.
Is this part of our house, Keith?
No, I don't believe it is.
I'm stunned. Absolutely stunned. We can see the blue carpet again. Simple, uncluttered, how beautiful it looks, how calming it is. And look at all the space.
Miraculous.
Now you've got a bed with new bedding on it that you can both share together, and I really, really wanted that for both of you.
Thank you.
There is something that I would love for you to take moving forward, and that is a method that I call category cleaning. Okay. So you pick a category, and let's say it's the windows and the blinds. You focus on that area only, and that gets cleaned. I really feel that if you implement that, you personally are going to find that much more manageable.
Category cleaning?
Yeah.
Got it. I'm going to be the queen of clean.
You are, and this pleases me greatly.
Okay.
Cool, thank you. Yeah.
I don't want to leave this room now. Hello.
Hi guys, you okay?
Yeah, how
Everyone's here. Wow.
Remember what I said to you, make sure that if things do become overwhelming for you, that you do accept help as well from your friends who offer it to you, because there's no judgment here.
No,
we all think you're brilliant.
We've got this house looking $1 million, haven't we? So
you certainly have, like beyond wildest dreams.
You guys have been amazing.
Thank you so much for everything you've done. The whole house is absolutely just, it's blown me away, it really has.
I think that was a really successful home rescue.
I didn't think we were going to make it, to be honest, but we got there at the end.
I really think this is going to be a fresh new start for Lynn and Keith, and I'm so happy about that.